Well, another edition of the Garden Show is in the books, and we are starting to get revved up for a lot of questions in the next few weeks because of the hard frost that we had about a week ago.
Yep, a lot of people calling about damage on magnolias, Japanese maples, things like that. You're going to start to see damage on those. You're going to see the leaves either turn brown or black, maybe not grow out like they should. Good time to go out there and fertilize all those things. If you have Japanese maples or flowering trees, use a fertilizer like Flower Tone or 12-12-12. Put that on there ahead of the rain and let the rain wash it in. That'll make a big difference on how they grow.
And over the last couple of weeks, we've said, hey, it might not be a bad time to get your crabgrass preventer down, but probably right now would be the last opportunity.
Yeah, you really want to get your crabgrass preventer on this week. The soil temperatures are warming up above 55, and if you go much past this week, it probably won't work very well.
Did have a couple of questions about varmints that are making our way into the lawn, mainly moles.
Yep, moles are very active right now. They're getting ready to have their babies, so good time to put Mole Max down. That'll drive them out of the yard because they don't like the castor oil that's in it.
And if we're looking to do anything this week with the warmer conditions and drier conditions, what do you think we should do?
Well, it's a good time to get out there and get your garden rototilled or cleaned up and ready to plant. I'm going to plant my corn this week. I already started all my cantaloupes and cucumbers and all those things, so they're up and growing, but probably a little early to put some of those tomatoes and peppers and cucumbers in your garden just yet because the soil's really cool. We could potentially still have a frost between now and Memorial Day, so a little early for planting the warm season crops, but certainly time to get out there and get those areas prepared.
Still want to wait on the tomatoes until after Memorial Day, maybe?
That's right. Unless you're planting them in a pot, then you definitely want to wait a little bit because the soil is still very cold.
All right, and we also did have one more question about tulips and transplanting them.
Yes, tulips are just going to be done blooming here shortly. You want to wait until the leaves turn yellow and kind of brown up, which will typically be about mid-June. Dig out the bulb, and then you can separate the little bulblets out and take the biggest ones and use those to replant for next year. Probably want to dust them with sulfur and let them dry for a week or two, and then you can replant them.
All right, sounds good. We'll do it all again next week.
All right, see you then.